All righty, test, test, test. Looks like we're getting sound. Let's see if I'm on camera. Yes, I am on camera. What's up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving. Because of our limited operation hours, I did want to make sure that while we couldn't give you in-person classes, we could at least give you these workout recordings that we're recording just prior to Thanksgiving. So you'll be getting a workout each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to prepare you for the absolutely insane volume of food that you're going to be consuming on Thursday. At least I know I will. I always say that. I say I'm going to eat so much, and then I eat a plate, and I'm like, what happened? I was hungry. Anyway. But yes, so you'll be getting, classic. I'm going to be focusing on a core workout here today. You'll also be getting a workout from Jasmine, who's going to be teaching you hip hop dance. And then Sophie is going to be sending you a workout as well. So it should be a good mix of workouts to keep you kind of moving throughout the Thanksgiving break. So equipment today, I've got my gliders. You know I love my gliders. Again, if you don't have gliders at home, which you definitely don't, you're welcome to use paper plates. They glide very nicely along the floor. And then you can also just do a traditional mountain climber from your plank position. So, and then a mat. So that's it. That's all we need. We're gonna do this for, my goal is 30 to 40 minutes, somewhere in there, because it is just core focused. So I certainly don't think you need to do an hour of a core workout. So we're gonna keep it pretty focused here. Start my handy dandy timer. All right, let's get warm. All right, so easy peasy, folks. Not the most thrilling warm up in the world. I just want to activate your stomach a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to start nice and easy here with our standing twists. Now you'll notice that I am turning my feet kind of like I'm squishing a bug. You do not have to do that. It's going to be a little bit harder and activate your tummy and your obliques a little bit more if you are not rotating at the toes. Okay, if you have lower back issues, it helps quite a bit to rotate the feet, okay? But I'll let you decide. And again, you can really go any pace you want here. I'm doing mine a little bit more controlled, kind of as I do most things. Getting a nice twist going. I'm starting to feel my stomach and my obliques waking up a bit. Okay, next up, I'm gonna take my opposite elbow towards my opposite knee. Nice and easy. Trying to stay as balanced as possible. Again, waking up the stomach here. Opposites. Getting a nice twist going. If you want to add a little extra pinch, you certainly can do that. But again, this is just the warm up. I don't want to torch your body too much here in the start. One more on each side. Next up, I know it's not the coolest looking thing in the world. We're just going to circle our hips. So I'm bringing my knees and my feet together. Now I'm going to make big dramatic circles here. That's me, big and dramatic. We're going to switch directions. You might feel some nice cracking and popping in your hips and your back here. So you really want to go slow. I'm going to switch directions again. If you want to switch each time, go for it. All right. Okay, so for the exercises today, we're going to start basic and we're going to work our way up to more advanced things. The timing is going to range between 30 and 45 seconds on these things. So nothing too long, nothing too short. Okay, so we are going to start on our back on the mat. And again, we're going to start very basic here. So I'm going to start us with a basic bridge. I know it's not the most thrilling thing in the world, but it is very important for your activation of your core and your booty throughout these movements, okay? You could also say this falls into our warm up as well. All right, so 45 seconds on our bridge. We're going to drive our feet through the floor. I'm going to lift up as high as I comfortably can. I'm going to squeeze my booty, and I'm pulling my belly in at the same time. Okay. If you've taken classes here, you know the drill. All of us yell at you about it, I'm sure. Pull the belly button to the spine, and you want to maintain that the entire time. As for how long you hold at the top, that's up to you. I'm doing mine for about 3 to 5 seconds. If you want to do yours more of a pulse, or you want to hold longer, you can do that. But I'm really driving my heels through the ground. You'll notice that my toes are raising because I'm really focusing on the heel drive. Do what's comfortable for you, though. Hard to believe it's Thanksgiving. Crazy. Worst year ever. Hopefully next year will be better. I don't know. Part of me feels like this year has gone by really fast because I moved here last January, and then part of me feels like I've lived here my entire life. I don't know. Anyway, next up, we're going to start with our a basic crunch. Okay. So hands behind the head, elbows wide. I'm only going to lift up about 1 to 2 inches, and I'm really focusing again on, I'm a broken record here, pulling the belly into the spine, and then I'm squeezing the upper part of my tummy. Okay. So that's where I should be feeling this here. Belly button and up. Yep. So ideally, you are looking up towards the sky or the roof or wherever you are. I'm going to be glancing back and forth to the camera, though. Might be getting some shakes here at the top. That's totally fine. We got 10 more seconds. And we'll get one more. And relax. So the majority of these movements here today are going to be pretty slow and controlled. This is not going to be like a super go, go, go hit style workout. All right, so I'm going to rotate to my side here like I'm just sleeping or modeling or dead, one of those three. And I'm going to bring my left hand to my oblique, my right side. Right hand behind the head, and I'm just going to do a basic side crunch. Okay, again, short, slow range of motion. I'm going to lift up, squeeze my obliques, pinch. Come back down. Lift up, squeeze, pinch. Ah. Again, very slow, very basic. But if you're focusing on the belly pull and the squeeze with good controlled form, oh boy, you're going to feel it. If you're doing this quickly and thinking about your Thanksgiving meal, probably not going to be feeling this. So you really got to focus. I got 2 more with the time, right? Yeah, that's perfect. All right. Well, I hope everyone has been enjoying the classes. It's been really a massive success. Praise the Lord. This quarter, hope to continue that success next quarter as well. If you didn't catch that or you were looking away, I did switch sides. Big pinch. And this hand is really not necessary on the other oblique. It's just, it helps me. I kind of press into my side to kind of remind myself, okay, this is what I'm working. This is what I need to focus on. We'll get one more in. Whoa, nice. Alrighty, on your back again. Remember, basic stuff here. So we're going to start, we're going to bring our feet up to tabletop position here. All right, so tabletop, it's a nice flat line. Trying to keep my knees as close together as I can. Excuse me. All right, from here, I'm going to take one foot to the floor. I'm going to touch the floor, pull back. Other side, tap the floor, pull back. Okay, you do not have to have your head up like I am doing, especially if your neck is aching. So you're welcome to keep your head down, okay? But again, what am I gonna say? Pull the belly in. Yes, you're right. Future you. Pull the belly button to the spine. All right, we're really thinking about the lower part of the stomach now, the deep ab muscles, transverse abdominis, the oftentimes neglected areas of the stomach, which is unfortunate because having weak transverse abdominis can cause a lot of issues, including back pain. A couple more. And relax, feet down. Nice. Next up, we're going to do a modification on a crunch. So we're going to lock our hands onto our quads, onto our thighs. And we're going to sit up as high as we comfortably can, keeping the hands glued to the thighs. And then we come back down. Okay, so this is a sliding crunch. Trying to get your hands over your knees. Don't force it. Okay, go as far as you comfortably can. I don't want to see you flinging your body up. I want you to slowly glide. Your abs are doing the work here. My hands are just glued to my thighs, but they're not moving really. Does that make sense? I feel like I just contradicted myself. You know what I mean? Reach and glide. And remember, folks, ab work, consistent ab work can aggravate your neck. So if you need to take breaks, take a break, all right? But as I always say, with time, that discomfort does go away. I don't want you to work through pain though, okay? There's a big difference. So you should really be feeling this in the upper part of your stomach, super slow and controlled. And I'm gonna get one more here with the time. Ooh, and relax. I love and hate the ab burn, you know? Maybe that's just me. Anywho, next up, we're gonna do an ankle slap. I heard someone call these penguins the other day, so that's fun. Maybe I should call them penguins. It sounds better. All right, so head and shoulders are up high. We're really thinking the obliques on this one. So I'm gonna reach and turn towards my ankle. Tap, squeeze, turn, tap, squeeze. I guess it kind of looks like a penguin the way they walk. They're I don't know. Ankle slaps is just easier. All right, my chin is off my chest. Again, pulling in the stomach, and I'm really squeezing my obliques to turn and pinch. Whoa. 15 seconds. Woo! It burns. This is all basic stuff. You know how I am. I really like the simple stuff. Oh, it's existed for so long because it works, and I just untied my shoes. That's nice. Hold. I guess this is good on an ab day. I don't really need the time. I can do this totally with my shoes untied. All right, next up, we're gonna work back into the lower abs. We're gonna do a reverse crunch. So hands down by my booty, walking my feet away from the mat a little bit here, pressing my knees together. I'm gonna pull my knees in towards my chest and back down. Again, head up or head down, do what is comfortable for you. Now, I'm not flinging backwards like this, okay? Could I pull further back doing that? Sure. But I really want to isolate the lower part of my tummy, okay? So I want you to really focus on your lower abs doing the work. So if that's the case and there's no swing, you're not going to be moving that much. Ideally, you are bringing it towards or across the belly button line. You'll notice that I'm lowering slowly as well, right? It's easy to just let your legs fall to the ground. They want to fall, right? My legs are heavy. So are yours, no offense. But that eccentric lowering phase is very important. It's often neglected. So we want to be able to control these kind of things. That's why we go slow and deliberate. A couple more here. And last one. Nice, and relax. So next up, we're gonna go into planks. We're just gonna do basic low plank. We're not even gonna do side planks today, which is weird. I never thought I'd say that. I love side planks. It's not the program today. So we're gonna do a basic high plank to start, and then we'll get into a low plank. So we're basically in push-up position, and we're just gonna hold for 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. On or off the mat, it's your call, or wherever you are. And you know what I'm gonna say, right? Yep, make sure you do that. So when you do this, you should talk like this because you're pulling in so much. Otherwise, I could hold this for a long time, maybe. 5 seconds. And time, relax. Woo. Next up, we're gonna do our bird dog. So that's opposite arm, opposite leg raises, strengthening the backside of the body. We're gonna do these for a minute, a little bit longer. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Reach opposites, right leg back, left arm forward, hold it. About 5 seconds on each side. Switch it up, do this controlled. If you've never taken my classes before, I like to say, pretend you have a glass of water on your lower back, right? If you start tilting all over the place, that water is going to fall off, okay? So keep it still and steady. Still and steady, that's my next album coming out. Long as possible, right? So I'm reminding myself, reach forward as much as I can, kick my leg back as much as I can. We're gonna do one more on each side after this. Again, this is a longer one. You need time to settle into this movement. And final one. And relax. All right, next up, we are going to go into our low planks for 30 seconds. All right. So we're down on the elbows this time. So a little bit harder. 30 seconds. Here we go. So my elbows are right underneath my shoulders here. I'm pulling my shoulder blades together, walking my feet back. Hips are neutral. Happy thoughts. You might get some shakes in here. That's okay. Five seconds. And time. Relax. Take a little break, grab some water. I left mine halfway across the room. I'm gonna go grab that. Oh, you can actually see it. Forget. All righty. So nothing too crazy here. You should absolutely be feeling your stomach and your core talking to you a little bit. But I wouldn't expect you to have a crazy amount of sweat. And you're like, oh my God, this is the worst. But I do want you to feel that muscle activation. That's what we're going for here. All righty, on our back again. So next up, we're gonna go into a full sit-up, okay? Now, if you are struggling here and you're like, I want you to just do a crunch, but try to come up higher, okay? If you need to swing to get up and see how my feet went all over the place, they're like, whoa. That's okay here. A little swing on this one is fine. If you can do this with your hands behind your head and your heels locked into the floor, that's ideal. But listen to your body on this one. Do what's comfortable, okay? Timer. All right, full sit-up, 1 minute. Let's go. I meant to say 45 seconds, but now that I said a minute, we have to do a minute. Remember, I'm trying to keep everything, for the most part, from 30 to 45 seconds. But because I said that, we have to do a minute. Remember, chin off your chest, everybody. Drive the heels through the ground. Good old sit-ups. Takes a lot of control to come down slowly and to get yourself up without slinging the legs everywhere. But this whole workout will help you with that, right? We're focusing on that stability and that control here. And we can get one more in. Woo. Good times. All right. Next up, we're going to go into our reverse crunch again, but we're going to increase the range of motion here. So we're going to extend our legs. All right. I still do not want to develop that swing. I'm just increasing the range of motion. So again, I'm not pulling that far back. Again, belly button line, but this time I'm extending my feet forward. All right. Head up or down, your call. You should really be feeling the lengthening of the stomach here. Oh. Don't be surprised if you're feeling this in your hip flexors and your quadriceps as well. And we can get one more in. And relax. All right, next up, we're going to come up to the booty and we're going to do our Russian twists. So I'm going to plant my feet here. We're going to do it a little different this time. I'm actually going to reach and turn and touch with my hands, but make sure, as always, you are actually turning and touching here, okay? I've showed you a couple of Russian twist variations. I just feel like mixing it up, that's all. Okay, 45 seconds. Let's go. Remember to turn and touch. Don't just tap with your arms, especially if those long arms. That's just cheating. That's not fair. Get a nice twist, almost like you're rowing a boat, which is something people in Washington do like to do. So maybe you've done that. Whatever speed you want. I'm going somewhere kind of in the middle, not too slow, not too fast. Five seconds. Woo! Pain position. All right, we are on our back again. And so this time we're going to bring both of our legs up in the air. I'm going to try to flex my toes, and I'm just going to crunch from this position. Trying to keep my legs as straight as possible, which for me is hard. And then I'm also flexing my toes. I'm not pointing, I'm flexing. Activating my quads here. So it's straight leg crunch. Quite a bit harder. Couple more. And relax. Oh, ow. All right, we're going to flip over. We're going to jump back to our high planks now. Again, it's going to go a little longer. We're going to go 40 seconds here this time. 45, excuse me. All right, high plank, 45 seconds. Let's go. Should be quite a bit harder now. We've done what, 20-ish minutes or so? Yeah, it's about the pace I was hoping for. $20 seconds left. Good times. Five seconds. Ooh, time, relax. So this workout, It's something ideally you do, let's say, like if someone sent this workout to me, I would do this workout, and then I would take a long walk or a run, something like that. It combines really well into a cardio workout. So if you're at home, you do this, go out for a nice walk, go out for a however long run afterwards. It's a great combination of exercises. So that's the goal here. Next up, we're going to do our Superman. So we're going to lay flat on our stomach. We are going to do this for a minute. And I'm going to do these with my arms down by my side. I'm going to lift and hold them for 3 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds. It's up to you. I might increase mine. We'll see. And back down. I'm going to try to keep my head forward here. Lift and hold. So I'm trying to press my hands up through the roof. I'm pointing my toes. Working the entire back side of the body here. Got 30 seconds. Excuse me. Lift, big squeeze. There's dust on the mat. Try not to inhale it. Couple more here. And we'll get one more. Lift and hold. Nice, and relax. I know it's not the most thrilling exercise in the world, but again, it is extremely important. All right, we're gonna go into our low planks, so down on the elbows this time. Again, 45 seconds. All right, down to the elbows, 45, let's go. Hold it. I know I always say deep breaths, happy thoughts, but it kind of is true. The deep breathing really does help. And happy thoughts always help, duh. Although sometimes an angry thought during a workout is a good thing. Sometimes when I'm running, I think angry thoughts and like I have a better workout. You know what I'm talking about. 10 seconds left. Time. And relax. Grab a sip of water, everybody. I'm gonna do that. All right, so I'm gonna work into my gliders next. Now, again, if you don't have gliders at home, you are doing, I will show you. You're gonna be basically in a mountain climber position, bringing the knees in. And we're gonna do these for 30 seconds. So let me scoot this away for the camera. Okay. So if you don't have gliders at home, you're here and you're just gonna pull your knee in, obviously without your foot on the floor. Okay, I've got the gliders, so that's what I'm doing. Slow and steady, pulling in the knee as far as I comfortably can, all the while I'm keeping my hips nice and neutral. Ten seconds. And one more. Time, relax. Go ahead and come to your feet. Not the coolest looking exercise, but we're gonna do a standing ab exercise, mostly for your obliques. I'm gonna walk my foot back slightly. So you'll see I'm in a staggered stance. I'm gonna reach my right arm up, and then I'm gonna bring that towards my knee and bring it back. Try to stay as balanced and controlled as possible. So it's almost like I'm pulling something down from the roof and I'm something up with my leg. They meet and I squeeze. I keep my hand here just to remind myself to pull my belly in and stabilize, but the focus is on my obliques. Slow and controlled. It almost looks like some weird video game victory pose. Yeah. Couple more. And we'll get one more here. And relax. Harder than it looks, honestly. I always write it down and I'm like, that's not too bad. And then I do it and I'm like, never mind. All right, stagger sits. Reach the arm. And we go. Nice and long. Ooh, big squeeze. You can see my balance is definitely not as good on this side. The hand helps. I don't know why I forgot to do that. A couple more. And relax. All right, you're back to your gliders. We're going to kind of mimic that. We're going to bring our knee towards the elbow. I'm going to bring it out towards the elbow. Instead of in between, I'm coming out. So if you're at home, you're stepping your foot out. Okay? All righty. So the knee comes out towards the elbow, pinch the obliques, bring it back. Nice and controlled. Almost there. And we'll get one more on the left side. And relax. Woo! No moss gliders. Whew. Flick them away. All right, and we're going to be on our back again. Almost done here, folks. All righty. What's the best camera spot? I feel like that works. Maybe. I don't know. That looks okay. All right, on your back. We're going to do our sit up, but we're going to twist at the top. Oh my God. So I'm going to lift, twist, come back down. Lift, twist, come back down. If you're at home and you're crunching, crunch, twist. Okay, here we go. Probably hit start. 45 seconds. Breathe, folks, or grunt like I do. Let's get one more. And relax. Oh no, I got something in my contact. One day I'm gonna get LASIK, so I don't have to worry about this anymore. Oh, this is horrible. I can't see anything. Well, I'll pretend I'm fine. If I start crying, I swear I'm not emotional, it's just my eyeball. All right, we're gonna do a straight leg lift this time. So legs straight up. We're gonna lower everything to the floor and then lift everything straight. So quite a bit harder here. We're really hitting the lower part of the tummy. I do my best to point my toes coming down, and then I try to flex on the way up. Sometimes I forget. Couple more here. And last one. Woo! And relax. Oh, I'm a little blind in my left eye now, but I guess I don't need to see. All right, next up, we're gonna go into our bicycle. So that's opposite elbow to opposite knee. We're gonna go nice and controlled here for 30. Almost there. And time. All righty, last thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna let you decide either a low plank or high plank, it's up to you, but we are gonna do a minute here. So definitely the longest one. The last thing, 1 minute. Happy thoughts. What was the other thing I said? Happy thoughts and breathing. Yes. Let's go. So just try to settle into the movement. And this is one where it's okay to zone out a little bit. But I do want you to pull the belly in as much as possible. Belly button to the spine. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds and you're done. And then it's Thanksgiving. Well, depends which day I send it out, if it's Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, but you know what I mean. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Nice job, everybody. That is it. Again, I wanted to make this a really compact, core focus workout. Again, if you have the time, go out for a nice walk, take a run, hit the bag, jump some rope for 20 or 30 minutes, and you got a hell of a workout. So again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks again for all of your support for our programming since the beginning of the quarter. It's been an interesting year. But we'll finish off strong when we see you back for Christmas time. Yay! All right. Again, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Later.